A word of advice for King Charles. The number of royals is not the problem. A fundamental rethink is necessary. Otherwise, the royal family will lurch from one crisis to another. The inability to distinguish work from family is at the root of the problems that Prince Harry exposed in his book, Spare. I have 2 jobs. I'm a surgeon. I'm also the head of my family. Like me, King Charles has 2 jobs. He is the British constitutional monarch. He is also the head of the British royal family. I do not mix my 2 jobs. Neither should King Charles. Let me explain. King Charles, as the constitutional monarch, is the head of the British state. In that role, King Charles does the following amongst others. 1. He appoints the Prime Minister. 2. He signs all legislative acts into law. 3. He heads the Privy Council, which has its own separate legislative function, making orders in council. 4. He heads the British Diplomatic Service, appointing and accrediting ambassadors. And 5. He heads the Commonwealth. It is widely accepted that the job is too big for one man. Indeed, Parliament recognized this in the Regency Act of 1937, which appointed councillors of state as deputies. The Regency Act was recently updated to appoint 2 additional councillors. A much more sensible and modern reform that King Charles could introduce is to formally appoint assistants to the king. These assistants could be somewhat devolution-related. For example, the Prince of Wales could be the King's assistant for Wales. The Duke of Edinburgh could be the King's assistant for Scotland. King Charles, as the monarch or king, is the head of the royal family. The family of the monarch is actually not recognized in the British Constitution except in respect of the hierarchy of succession. That is it. The royal family has no political role at all. Yes, it has a public role, but it is not the same thing. The public role is to keep alive the conventions, culture, custom, and traditions of the land. The role is to make the people feel good about themselves, about their community, about their country. This is a communitarian role. It is not a constitutional role. Royal branding, royal businesses, royal patronages, and such like come into this category. The king, as head of the royal family, should distribute these responsibilities formally rather than ad hoc amongst members of the family, immediate or extended. My advice: King Charles must clearly and physically separate his 2 jobs. He should locate and man separately the offices of the state, i.e. the constitutional monarch, from the offices of the communitariat, i.e. the king of the royal family. Thank you.